Okay, so I'm assuming at this point that you've just finished a workout and you now need to do a cool down and a stretch down. It can be done a few different ways. Sometimes it's just enough just to grab a foam roller and roll all the sore spots and get the ball into your pecs and release all of those tight muscles in across here. And the roller can be used for all over your body, for rolling every part of your body, your back, your legs, your bum. So it's a very versatile instrument to use for massaging your own muscles after a workout. But then there's also some nice passive stretches that we can do. So that's what I'm going to demonstrate now. So you need to find a little space on the floor, stretch out on your back and bring both knees up onto your chest. Bring them up nice and tight. You should feel a nice stretch through your bum and in your lower back. So each one of these stretches needs to be held for a minimum of 20 seconds. If the stretch feels really good, then hold it for longer. Hold it for half a minute, hold it for a minute. And it also depends how much time you've got. Then relax your left leg down, keep your right leg squeezed up on your chest. Hold this for 20 seconds. Next one is allow that right knee to flop out to the side and just apply a little bit of downward pressure on your knee and feel that stretch for 20 seconds. And then the next one is moving your knee all the way across, just supporting. You can rest this part of your leg on a foam roller to just reduce the amount of stretch that is going through your spine. I'm showing you obviously without, and then allow that right arm to flop out onto the ground so you're getting a nice big stretch through your trunk. So hold that for a good 20 to 30 seconds, longer if you enjoy it. And obviously then you've got to do the same thing with this leg. There, and all the way across. And then rolling onto your stomach, just come up onto your elbows and allow your lower back to relax. You'll feel a nice stretch on your stomach. And if you like that stretch and want a little bit more, you can come up onto your hands and tip your head back. I can't do that at the moment because I have a painful neck. And then relax. Come up onto all fours and push up into a big arched back, pushing up through your shoulders. And then for people who don't have any problem with movement through their knees, sit back on your heels, make some space between your knees and stretch forward down into the child pose. And allow your head and your chest to drop down as close to the ground as you can. Hold that for a good 20 to 30 seconds. If you can't do it with your knees flexed all the way, you can have your bum up in the air and still do the same thing. And then rolling over and sitting on your bum, toes up, sitting nice and tall with a nice straight back. And then we're going to just hinge forward just a little bit. Try and maintain your nice straight back. You should feel a big stretch come on the back of your knees. Make sure you keep your knees straight, toes up. Hold that for a good 20 to 30 seconds. And then moving on for a bit of a stretch in your inner thighs. So just putting the soles of your feet together and allowing your knees to flop out to the side. Then this pose can be done with a straight leg. So you move your right foot onto the other side of your left knee and then turn to your right and put your elbow on the outside of your right leg. You want to sit nice and straight if you can with both of your bum bones touching the floor. If you can't do it, you can do it that way, or you can bend that knee up and do the same thing. That's a little bit more of a bit more intense, that stretch on your bum. And if you can't do it like that, you can get a very similar stretch sitting down and put your opposite ankle up on your knee and allow this knee to flop out to the side. You should get a bit of a stretch on your bum, and then you can actually change the stretch and just lift that knee, and with a straight back just hinge forward just a little bit, and you feel a nice big stretch come on your bum there too. And for the hamstring stretch, if you're not happy down on the floor, you can do a hamstring stretch seated. So nice straight leg, toe up, straight knee, and just stretch forward with a nice straight back, and you should feel the stretch come on the back of your knee. The trick with this one is to not allow your back to curve over. As soon as you curve your lower back, you lose the stretch on your hamstring. So you need to sit nice and tall and hinge forward. You won't have to hinge forward very far. In a lot of cases, lots of people have got very tight hamstrings. So just hinge forward just a little bit until you feel that big stretch come on the back of your leg. Okay? And then when you hop up, just adjust my camera. If you've got a pole or a door frame, just position your forearm on the inside of it, and you want to have your elbow at the same height as your shoulder, and put a big squeeze on your shoulder blades, and then step forward into the stretch. You should feel a big stretch come on across your pecs and your shoulders, and then you can turn your head away, tuck your chin in, and that will intensify the stretch. So you want to do that on both sides. A calf stretch can be done a few different ways. The one that I particularly like is actually down in a half kneeling position, and then just grabbing that toe and pulling your foot up. I'll just show you on the other leg. And that brings on a really nice stretch on your quads. You just need something to help you with your balance. But it can also be done standing and just lifting your foot. If you are not flexible enough, or you're not able to get hold of your foot to bring a stretch on your quads, you can find something that's an appropriate height and just put your toe up onto it, and then push your hips forward, and you should feel a nice big stretch come on your calf muscles. Not calf muscles, quad muscles. And then you want to do a calf stretch. Again, find a wall, and we're going to bring the stretch on, step back with one foot, make sure your heel stays in contact with the floor, and then push your hips forward and just hold that stretch for a good 20 to 30 seconds. And that pretty much has covered all of the major muscle groups to bring on a nice stretching, relaxing routine to finish off your workout. Have a lovely day.